What's up, everybody? Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to another suburb of New York City. And today, I'll be talking about Paramus, New Jersey. I'll be going over the cost of housing, the schools, and many other things, including why this whole place shuts down every Sunday. So let's do this. So Paramus, New Jersey is one of the most highly sought after towns for people looking to buy a house in the New York City metro area. It's only about 10 miles northwest of New York City. Now, I have lived in this area since the 1980s, and long before online shopping became popular, Paramus was the place to go shopping for everybody in the New York metro area. In fact, people used to call Paramus the mall capital of the world. And Paramus has three major malls. It's got Paramus Park, it's got the Bergen Mall, now known as the Bergen Town Center, and Garden State Plaza, which was the biggest mall in New Jersey up until just a few years ago. And those are just the major malls. Paramus has strip malls up and down Route 17 and Route 4. And back in the day, New York City residents would take a bus into Paramus, not just because it's easier to shop inside a mall than the streets of New York City, but mainly because in New Jersey, there has never been sales tax on clothing. In New Jersey, all clothing is considered a necessity. And at that time, all of New York State was charging sales tax for all clothing. And then back in like March of 2014, New York State removed sales tax for clothing and footwear priced below $110. And now, since online shopping has become the norm, Paramus is not as well known for shopping the way it used to be. That's why you will see some empty retail fronts when driving routes 4 and 17. Now, there is still plenty of stores here for people who enjoy in-person shopping. And a big positive of all these commercial businesses and malls is that it actually helps keep property taxes down for all the homeowners. So that's another plus if you're looking to move into Paramus, New Jersey. As far as commuting to work in New York City, it's extremely easy to use public transportation because there's so many buses that go into Manhattan. However, Paramus does not have a train station. So if you need to take the train to the city, you will have to go to a surrounding town like Ridgewood or Fairlawn or Glen Rock. And of course, if you need to drive into the city, just take Route 17 south to go Route 4 east, and you will go directly to the George Washington Bridge. Before I continue, let me take a quick brief moment. If this is your first time to this channel, I'm Vijay Matani and I'm a realtor here in New Jersey. If you want to know everything about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living in New Jersey, then subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about how things are in the New York, New Jersey area. The team and I get calls, texts, and emails each and every day from people just like you looking for help with their move to the area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to the area. Now let's get back to more things you need to know about Paramus, New Jersey. Paramus has great public schools. And I'm not just saying that because I know people who went to those schools and went on to become doctors, lawyers, and entrepreneurs. I'm saying that because they're highly rated by third-party websites like niche.com. And Paramus has 5 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 public high school. And also has a private Catholic high school called Paramus Catholic. Now, you're probably wondering, what kind of house can I get in Paramus for $500,000, $750,000, $1 million, $2 million? So let's go to Realtor.com. I like to show you on Realtor.com since Zillow is not known for its accuracy. More than once, I've seen a house on Zillow being for sale when in fact that house sold months ago. And as always, I show you the solds first because that gives you a more accurate picture of the housing market compared to homes currently for sale. So let's get to it. All right, so we're here on Realtor.com. I'm going to go through some recently solds in Paramus so you can see what you get for your money. So right here, this one sold for 1.1. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath. It looks like it was just recently renovated. 2-car, yeah, year built 2021. So for a brand new 4-bedroom house, you're talking almost 1.2 mil. And then let's see this. This one sold for $650,000, We're talking about just a 4-bed, 3-bath, built in 1950, right? So you can see roughly so it looks like it was renovated on the inside. Right, so this one was on a 1/4 acre. Let's see. Now this one was also on a 1/4 acre property, and this one's a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, and this one went for $75,000 more in the last house. Right, again, it's nice inside. Also it's a 2-car, built in 1968. Let's go down more. Let's see. All right, so this one just sold for $520. It's about 2,200 square feet, and it looks like it's just a single car garage. It looks like it's an old driveway. The house was built in 1951. So that should give you a rough idea right there. So for $520, in certain towns, you can get 2-car garages, nice homes that are recently renovated, where in Paramus, you're not going to get that in $520. For Paramus, you're going to have to go up to the $700,000 mark. Right, and let's see. You have a $1.5 million home that just sold recently. It's about 3,700 square feet. It was only built in 2019. So I think you get a rough idea of, like, if you want to live in Paramus, what kind of budget you're going to need based on the type of house you want. So if you want something that's large, like 3,700 square feet, that's relatively new, you're going to have to come in at 1.5 million. Whereas you can go to other towns, and for 1.5 million, you can probably get 6,000 square feet. So with a larger property too, not just a 1/4 acre lot like this. So, it really shows you that in Paramus, there's such a demand that people are willing to pay high prices, even though they can get more for their dollar in a neighboring town. All right, now let's just take a rough look on what is available on the market right now. Right, so you have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house for about $594. Let's see. You can get a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath for $650. Again, and you can go to a different town and you can buy a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath probably for $450, $200,000 cheaper. Let's see. You have this one that is on the market for over 2.2 mil, but it's on more than 3/4 an acre of a lot, and it's a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath. Right, and this one doesn't say what year it was built, but again, almost 2.3 mil. You can go to definitely other towns and get even more for 2.8 mil. But if you really want to be in Paramus, these are the prices. Paramus is always in demand, which the positive to that is that if you buy a house and you decide to sell it, you're not going to have any problem selling it. That's a great, great positive. The negative is, if you're looking to buy in Paramus, you're not going to be able to lowball. You're not going to have as much negotiating power. Either you can afford a house or you can't afford a house. There's no like, oh, I'm going to lowball them and they're going to be desperate enough to buy. No, that's not happening in Paramus here. This town has been in demand for
at least 20 years, based on my memory, at least 20 years, there's always been demand in Paramus. And I think there will always be demand in Paramus because it's such a central location with Route 4 and Route 17 and the Garden State Parkway and the shopping and the good schools. So Paramus is just a great, great town. If you can afford to live here, I recommend you do it because your property value will go up. It's a great investment to own a house in Paramus. So as far as cost of housing, that should give you a rough idea. And like I mentioned earlier, the property taxes in Paramus are lower in comparison to other towns in New Jersey. New Jersey in general has high property taxes. So in comparison to other towns, it tends to have lower taxes. And again, that's helped because of the malls and other commercial businesses, which are just taking care of a lot of the property, taxes in the town. So the residential doesn't have to take the full burden of that. So again, that's another positive of Paramus to always keep in mind. So hopefully that gave you a basic idea of the cost of housing in this town and can help you decide if you want to really look into this town or not. Let's move on to the next part.
If you've ever visited Paramus on a Sunday, you've probably noticed something very strange. And that is basically Paramus just shuts down on Sundays. Other than supermarkets, restaurants, and places of worship, everything else is closed. If you're wondering why that is, it's because of a bunch of laws called the Blue Laws. Now, Bergen County itself has blue laws that prevent certain items, including clothing, from being sold on Sundays. But Paramus has even stricter blue laws that prevent stores that carry these items from even being open on a Sunday. So if you're looking to go shopping on a Sunday, you're going to have to go outside of Paramus. If you go to the Teterboro Costco, you'll see that they've roped off certain sections for items that you're not allowed to buy on Sunday, and that includes clothing and housewares. If you want to go buy these types of items, you're going to have to leave Bergen County because of the blue laws. So you can go up to Rockland County and go to the Nanuet Mall. You can go to the Palisades Park Mall, or you can go to Hudson County or Essex County or other counties, but you have to basically leave Paramus if you want to go shopping at all, and you're going to have to leave Bergen County if you're looking to buy clothing or housewares. There's no actual walkable downtown area in Paramus. If that's important to you, you would need to drive to the town next door, Ridgewood, which has a beautiful walkable downtown with shops and restaurants. And I have a video on Ridgewood which you should watch next. Now, some random things you might want to know about Paramus if you're serious about moving here. From the months of May to October, there's a farmer's market on Wednesdays at Petruska Park. For leaf collection, in the fall, the leaves can be placed in piles, unbagged, at the curb, and the town will pick them up. Now, that's important because there are some towns where you have to go buy special bags and then place the leaves into those special bags for the town to pick them up. Luckily, Paramus has chosen to be a great town by not requiring all that. Paramus also has weekly garbage pickup where you just need to place the bagged garbage at the curb. And overnight street parking is not allowed in Paramus, so if you have a large family with a lot of cars, make sure the driveway is large enough to accommodate all those cars. Also be aware that Paramus has 2 libraries open to the public, and I personally think the one on Century Road is the better of the 2 branches. If there's something you want to know about Paramus, New Jersey that I did not answer in this video, please comment below or reach out to my team since we will be doing a follow-up video very soon. Once again, if you're looking to move into New Jersey near New York City, feel free to reach out to my team and I, and we would love to help you get settled into a new home. You can call, shoot us a text, or send us an email days, nights, or weekends, and we'll gladly help you out. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, be well.